The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own and in no way meant to offend or upset anyone. We ad-lib, paraphrase and imitate to convey reviewed content only. It's a bit of a laugh. Enjoy!
I'll be the last one left when the lights go out. I'm down to one last breath, but I can't stop now. We all fall down sometimes, yeah, but that's just life. So cross my heart and hope to die. Baby, I was born to fight the fear when I feel like dying. I'm trying to fly high, but I'm not a pilot, can't deny it. There's some days I feel idiotic, just a product of a system where you're lucky just to make it.
Why, hello everybody and welcome to Series 3, Episode 11. Is it 11 or 12?
It should be 12, I think.
I apologise, I've just been informed by the brain of the organisation, Christopher. It is Episode 12, which is a dozen. There was a Western called The Dirty Dozen. This is a Western. There's no a dozen people in it, but... How are you, mate? All right?
Fine and dandy, apart from Windows. The bane of my life, mate. Bane of my existence. Useless wanks. What are all these updates for? What are they for?
Don't know, mate. I don't know. For the listening public and the watching public, Chris was all set up an hour before recording time. Like an excited, "Giddy as a schoolboy, yeah!" And then 5 minutes before recording, his computer decided to shut down automatic updates. It's not the first time it's happened.
No, mate. Like I says, mate, it picks its moments. Like, right, let's get them now. This is, you need this update now, mate. Like, yeah, fucking pricks.
If your computer could speak, it would be in the voice of Beavis. This is cool.
A number of times it's nearly been punched right in the fucking melt. I'll tell you that for free.
And if you want to know where your computer's melt is, send us a line to What's the Script? Twitter, private message. So, mate, this week we are doing 1993's Western classic Tombstone, which I picked out of a random list. You sent it?
Aye, I'd only actually seen this until very recently. And I'm talking...
First time?
Aye, like maybe just before COVID, or maybe a year before COVID happened. Aye, well, see as Westerns go, mate, there's not a lot I've seen, you know what I mean? But I'm getting better at it now, because it was just a thing that, see when they were on the telly, it was always the old spaghetti Westerns, you know what I mean? You can see a wire connected to the tumbleweed.
Unless you're watching The Big Lebowski. You're right. Westerns were like not even your dad, my dad. My dad's bread and butter was Westerns. That's what he used to go to the pictures to see. And we've got a guy, an elderly gentleman that works with me called Q. And that's all he loves for is Westerns. So Westerns had a great run, like, was it the 50s right through to the late 70s, I would say. And ever since that, they've been kind of few and far between.
Aye. Like I says, mate, I think the only recent one I've kind of seen is like that Bone Tomahawk. And that's not really Westerny, isn't it? No, it's just, I don't know, man. It's
brutal. I had a thought about it, and I thought, I think I need another few months to psych myself up for it. You didn't tell me half of what was going to happen in this when you told me to watch that. I was absolutely traumatised, man. So I was, we'll talk about that anymore. But I see Westerns. My thinking behind it is Westerns were the Marvel of the day. You know what I mean? That's all you could get was Westerns.
Aye. It's got its royalty, hasn't it? And it also, it was practically, like you say, bread and butter for Clint Eastwood, wasn't it? He's in every single one. I mean,
definitely. In fact, we'll tag him this week because The Unforgiven is our highest watched episode. And we've got a pal on Twitter that likes us tagging Clint Eastwood's rank pages and all that, so we'll get right up his fucking hooter this week. That's what I want to do it for.
Oh, superb, man.
Couple of shout outs, mate, before we start. Our Colin for Seismic Cinema get married. So congratulations, Colin.
Yeah.
I seen your photo.
Congrats.
He's all look smashing, but you are definitely punching me, man. This is the saying a word. Let's chat it. Fear to Colin in case he turns up at his door and hits him with a leaf off a plant. What do you call that again?
No. Superb, mate.
And the other announcement is that What's the Script have sponsored Craig Nicholson, who plays up front, which is the striking position, the goal scorer, or as Americans call it, goal attack for Barhead United. And we wish you all the best for the season coming, me man, and score some goals and take us out for a night out and that, you know.
With that substantial sponsor money.
By the way, I don't want to get too much. I'm not going to tell the viewers how much What's the Script invested in this talent, right? But I'll tell you who was at the table. So I'm going to tell you who was at the table with Nike, Adidas, Don King came out of retirement. He showed up. And it ended up with just me and Bill McMurdo. But Craig saw the light, heard the podcast, and says, "You had me at hello."
Oh, superb.
Right, mate. So Tombstone, couple of wee bits of facts about it. 25 million was your budget, 76 worldwide box office, which was good for its time. Personally, I think even 30 years ago, it should have made a lot more than that. But Westerns weren't the flavour, the early 90s. But the cast, mate, the cast is outstanding in it.
Aye, it's even see the wee minor parts in this. They now crop up in a lot of stuff now, and you're like, oof. And you're actually like, is this where they kind of got their first big break, sort of thing? But like the main cast, like you say, is superb. Val Kilmer in this is brilliant, mate. Can't say enough about his performance for it, but the cast is superb, man.
Aye, because even though I've always known if I've watched it that Wyatt is the main man in this, but he's outshone. He really is, and he wouldn't be such a good character, as good as Kurt Russell is, without his supporting cast. You've got Sam Elliott, you've got the late Bill Pullman, Doc Holliday, Val Kilmer, as you say, amazing. And a lot of people don't know as well the narration. Start again, The narrator for the film, yes, was Robert Mitchum, who is like Hollywood gold in his westerns, done all his days and all. And we also get Burt Lancaster in it later on as well, who had a cameo in Wayne's World 1 as well, I remember, around about the same time, which was quite funny. Gibson Street. So it's an outstanding film, and it's taken 1879 we start off, and it's right after the American Civil War, isn't it?
Aye, and like you say, it's the narration just gives you an introduction to Wyatt Earp, how he sorted out, is it Dodge City and all this, and then it gives you like an introduction to this band of outlaws that named themselves the Cowboys, and they were practically the first example of organized crime in America. And they all wear red sashes.
They do. Because they're awfully discreet, the bastards. But aye, that's it. American Civil War's finished. Nobody knows what to do with ourselves, so you're either a cowboy or you're going to like venture out to get a bit of prosperity. And Wyatt Earp and his family are no different. And they go out, they've heard about the silver rush, into it? It's not the gold rush in this. The silver rush down Tombstone.
The silver mines out west and all this stuff. But even before it even gets to that part into it, you're just at this Mexican wedding, I'm supposing it is, isn't it?
Sí, senor. Fucking cockroach.
Aye, but it's this wedding, isn't it? And it's you don't know this yet, but it's like Mexican police of some kind, isn't it? And
Yes.
I mean, we don't know the bad guys at this point yet, but they soon announced themselves, didn't they? With these two red sashes.
Because they're obviously two red sashes that belong to two of the gang that the federales had killed. And what's his name, man? Curly Bill. Curly Bill's looking for some retribution, the boy.
Aye. He plays a good part in this. I know I can never remember his name, but he's always a bad guy in films, isn't he?
Oh, aye. Definitely, man. So he's the kind of him and Ringo, Johnny Ringo, are the top kiddies of the Cowboys. Johnny Ringo's played by Michael Biehn, who was Reese Kyle in Terminator. He was also with Bill Pullman in Aliens. You know Michael Biehn, he's brilliant. Absolutely, I love him. I think he's great. But then it all kicks off, doesn't it, mate?
Aye. Because they've killed two of the Cowboys. They're wanting retribution, aren't they? And they just start shooting everybody except the bride and groom and the priest, isn't it?
Aye. But Curly Bill, that's right, isn't it, Bill? He says, he's not even sorry. Put him on his knees, so they kneecap him, didn't they? Get him on his knees. And that's about it. They kind of walk away and start eating the buffet. And then they just kill the groom. The other boys drag the bride back into the church. You think they're going to have their way there, but you end up hearing gunshots going after, you? They've just executed her.
Aye. It's just It's not a nice scene at all, isn't it? And it's obviously the Mexican priest is cussing these bandits, isn't he? And this is just when you get Johnny Ringo, who is like played by Michael Biehn, isn't he? Just to illustrate how bad he is, he's the guy that shoots the priest, and
Yep.
it's just like nobody else wanted to shoot the priest, but Johnny Ringo's that bad. He shoots priests.
Aye, but the priest has been ranting a warning at him, and Ringo can speak Spanish. Goes, what was it he said? He said, "Beware the pale horse. It's coming for you." So like, oh, pale horse is it? I don't think we see a pale horse in the whole film, to be honest with you. So there you go.
But it's that old Bible verse in it. Death rides on a pale horse or something, and hell comes behind him. Something like that. I mean, I've not read the Bible, but I mean, it's a bit preachy, isn't it?
Aye, be a bit preachy. Maybe they were fear of King Billy. I don't know. There you are. So we kind of shoot right off, and it's happy Western music time because the moustaches are in town, and Wyatt is getting off the train, arriving in Tombstone, isn't he?
Aye, he's just having a look about the place, isn't it? And you hear like some sort of whipping sound going on in the background, isn't it? And it turns out this wee orderly, know what I mean? He's whipping this horse that obviously belongs to Wyatt.
Oh, now.
He just stops this guy mid-swing, doesn't he? And whacks him with a rope. And it just hurts, don't it? Look.
Aye, so he scalps him again for good measure. Brilliant, man. And just as about he goes like that, just leave him be, I'll take him, because he's obviously, as you said, he's his horse. So he's taking his horse off the train, and the mayor turns up. Well, it's Mr. Wyatt Earp. How you doing there, sir? Why, my name is... I'll stop you there. No. But I wasn't gonna. Shut the fuck up. The answer's no. Because obviously Wyatt's a big cheese. He's a big, well-known name, and everybody wants him to be their lawman, don't they?
Aye. They want him to clean up the town and all this, but like he's already said, he's retired for that kind of work, isn't he? He's out here to prosper and make a healthy living.
Good words, mate. I like that. Well, I'm just fixing myself to prosper and settle down, have a couple of kids for Cain, raise farm. But no sooner as he told the mayor to F off, and you just hear big Sam Elliott, my big moustached bro friend, just going, Well, he's just here and he started already. So it's she's two brothers, Virgil and Morgan, and it's that old. Turns around. Virgin? Morgan? Gee, how y'all doing?
Aye, it's a wee bit of cheese on there, isn't it? This, aye, because
Oh,
it
no.
ends up it's the three brothers and the three wives, isn't it? And they're
Aye.
just it's what they catch the reflection in a window, don't they? And they're going, no, just stand here a minute, let's drink this in.
Let's drink in this. Let's take photographs with our eyes. Just before it,
Oh,
I mean, Virgil and Morgan have turned up with their wives, and by all intents and purposes, fuck knows where Wyatt's wife is and how it's taken her so long to get off the train. I think she was maybe doing a wee shite there and just didn't get it done in time. But she turns up, she's rattling, and she's rattling like a junkie.
aye. Aye, she's taking to what is it, dip my finger in the cow pole there, know what I mean?
Like, lotting them in it,
Aye.
which is just fucking liquid opium, apparently.
Aye.
Reading up on it. I got headaches. What? Shit. But
Aye, she's
when she's not got
definitely
any, she says to one of the women, excuse me, you looking for Latinum? Yes, I am looking for Latin. You got something in your bag? Give me that, bitch. They're not carrying it.
I know everybody was carrying back then, mate. But nice sooner, isn't it? You leave the train station and you end up in some sort of saloon bar, don't you? And it's your Doc Holliday sitting playing cards, isn't it? With
Oh,
his wee escort beside him.
no half. Her name's Katie, isn't it? Katie. She just looks like one of the girls for the Maison Derriere, but she's with him. She's his. She my girl. So he's playing cards. He's winning. He's taking the piss out of his opponent. And he just puts down probably, I don't know, poker. Is it a full house or something? And the guy takes umbrage, didn't he? Oh, cheating bastard! That dude, some bitch.
Aye. Aye, he's affronted, isn't he? And it's just the way the old Doc Holiday's acting, isn't it? He's like, why, Fred? Are you not my friend?
I do believe you're upset with me, Fred. Because he puts in his bet before it. He goes, 500. Wow. Must be a peach of a hand.
He's very, he's just cool as fuck, isn't he? I think he's the best character in it anyway. But
Well
Val
says,
Kilmer, he's just superb in the film, mate. His acting's on point all the way through it.
nice, excellent. He's up there with the Doors for me. They two, and this, the Doors and this is two fucking top of the trees for me, man. I think he's great. So he's just about to, the guy's going to draw on him, but Doc's, even though he looks owl as hell, still pulls his guns, didn't he? Well, look at that.
Aye, the wee guy goes like that to him. You ain't nothing without them pistols. Like that. Sorry, what? that's,
Aye,
that's all anybody is in the West.
exactly. But Doc, being Doc, oh, is that right? There you go. Puts the pistols on the desk, the card table.
Aye, aye. And obviously this wee guy thinks he's locks in it, isn't he? And he goes to pull on Doc. But again, this sickly looking gentleman is up with a knife, isn't he? And he stabs
Oh,
this
right, they
guy.
got it. Right, they got me.
Aye, have some of that.
Him and the bird. Obviously, I think we do have to leave here, my dear. They leave, and just as I say, it's been a pleasure. He looks at the roulette table. She's on the money and just takes that and all, doesn't he? Good, brilliant, man.
Aye. Just take I do just got that I say we forget about the luggage and we just head into it. And
Aye, that's it.
next thing you know, you're back to Tombstone, aren't you? With the Earps all coming
Aye.
into town.
That's it. You just see, there's a funny wee headstone you see, and it says, "Here lies Lester Moore, 4 slugs, alive no more," or something like that. It's just a wee rhyme on a headstone. Um, I meant to say, you see when the doc stabs a guy, and you'll notice it throughout the film. Ended it's been shot or stabbed, the blood, it looks so fake. It's
Aye.
unbelievable. And it was purposefully done because it's, as you said, spaghetti western. It looks like paint. It just looks like the old spaghetti western blood that he used, man. But they done that on purpose.
Aye. Oh, it's very noticeable, but it's what it is, isn't it? Know what I mean? But it's so Wyatt, isn't it? He ends up talking to is it the sheriff? That mad dainty
Oh,
guy.
who knows? There's a sheriff, there's a marshal that does the day to day with the sheriff, and blah blah blah. His name's Biehn anyway, and he's just a proper. He's a showboat, isn't he? He's got a badge on, but he's all about the moustache and the bowler hat and the 3-piece suit and it.
Aye. He's just he wants the authority, but he doesn't want to do his job, sort of thing, isn't it? But
Which comes into play later.
aye, but he says to hang me anyway, talking to Wyatt about it, isn't it? What is it you plan on doing here? There's already a lawman in town and stuff. And long story short, he ends up offering Wyatt 3 cottages, didn't he? And it's just like, how corrupt are you? Know what I mean?
Aye. Just so happens 3 carriages have just came back in the market. Well, ain't that a dandy? He's just a smarmy git. He kind of makes it as if this is my town. This is up and coming. This is where people are coming to be, and we're all civilized. No sooner as you said that, then somebody's getting shot outside the saloon, man.
Aye, because what is it? Wyatt ends up asking about the Oriental saloon, isn't it? And he's just like, that's when he gets the lowdown after Marshall, but nobody goes in there and stuff. Know what I mean? It's not even the high rollers that want to go in there. And then that's when Wyatt walks in, and you've got the bold Billy Bob Thornton at a table. Know what I mean?
Fat Billy Bob Thornton, almost unrecognisable, by the way.
Oh, superb, man!
What's happened is it is the most well-to-do establishment in town, but this guy's chased them all out. He's shouting and bawling and been playing cards for 3 days and all that. So Wyatt just goes, "Is that right?" and walks in. Big Virgil, here he goes. He knows what's happening.
I know, but isn't it? This guy, he thinks he's the boss, isn't he? That he can slap everybody about, bully people, the whole shebang. But it turns out Wyatt's a totally different kettle of fish, isn't he? Know what I mean?
Oh, aye.
He's just he starts saying stuff to me. He just says he starts getting awful scared, and he starts going, "Well, mister, I'm getting awful fed up of you trying me." And he just starts slapping.
Aye.
What is it he says?
Go on then. Bring it. Bring the whirlwind, I dare you. Oh, slaps him like that. Get out of here.
Aye. I know, man. Draw, boy.
Like, what does it say? It says, you're just going to stand there and bleed.
Aye. He's just like a pure action hero there, isn't he? But
Aye, but
after
right after it, man.
Runs
He runs away, and then Wyatt goes up to the barman, doesn't he? And just opens a racketeering fucking percentage. What do you think? 25% the weekly takings do you okay? Yes, sir.
Aye. But it's just the next thing they're outside, isn't it? And he's like, Wyatt Earp's already announcing, oh, that's us in business before already started. And no sooner, Doc Holliday steps out of the shadows, doesn't he? And he's talking to Wyatt, but Billy Bob Thornton has obviously took the huff. He's took umbrage at being papped off his table and has went and got a shotgun.
And he's not fucking 5 feet for Wyatt, ready to huff him in two when Doc goes, what's it? Doc does just says, "Wah." He calls him his name or something, doesn't he, man? Where are you going with that shotgun?
It's like Madcap Willie or something, isn't it? He's like him.
I don't, but
no, he's sitting talking to Wyatt, isn't he? And he's like, "Oh, I heard you were into blah 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 blah," and then he's like, he turns around and says to Billy Bob Thornton's character that's still standing with a shotgun, Johnny, I apologize. I forgot you were there.
Run along now. Then as he's just about to turning on his heels, Wyatt goes like that, leave that shotgun. Yeah.
Aye.
Sorry, sir. Fucking pure apologetic. So this is, sorry, I get ahead of myself. This is where there's a wee bit of ruckus. There's a guy getting
Aye.
shot outside the saloon. They turn around. It just so happens to know the two guys that have done it, didn't they?
It's like, was it Texas Jack and I don't know, Cactus David or something? I don't know. But it's something along the
Snake in my boots, Samantha.
But aye, that's what he's. But that's it. The hang me the marshals act in a minute. Like, come on, boys, I need to get your guns. It's the law, and they're like that. Oh, sorry, Marshal. There you go, mate. We're always about the law. But
Aye.
nah.
And that's another lawman, and it's the wee old guy whose name escapes me, but we'll get to it when he gets done in. So just as this is happening, this kind of regal coach arrives, and everybody in the town just stops what they're doing to look at this carriage coming in.
Aye.
And it's Fabian and Josephine in it.
Aye, they step out of it. And the first time Josephine clocks is big Wyatt Earp running down the street. Know what I mean? Who's that big tall drink of water and all this shit? Know what I mean? Just
Aye. That's right. She's looking right in Wyatt's eyes, isn't she? And Fabian's, can I get you something, my dear? How about a tall drink of water? Big mad Billy Zane with hair just doesn't look right at all.
Oh no, mate. Oh, superb. But it is, man. She just totally eye fucks the bold Wyatt for down the street, didn't she?
Oh,
And he's a bit
bangs
similar.
the arse right half his eyes.
Aye. But
So
they said, oh, there's like their act is that night, isn't it? And in the audience, you've got all these mad cowboys that are just slapping people about, kicking people, shooting left and right, and all this, isn't it? It must have been a right hoot, got to the pictures back in the day.
tell you, fucking, going to use that at peace. I tell you what, man, ADHD was off the chart back then, man. All these guys just slap one another and woohoo! But Wyatt and his brothers, they're up in the posh seats. But they're not phased by it because it just seems to be what's happening. I mean, these guys are shooting things off the actors' horns and everything, aren't they?
I can see when he runs off stage, you hear him actually go like that. They're shooting at us. They're shooting at us. No, I mean...
Gentlemen. Fabian comes out, the bold Billy Zane starts monologuing Shakespeare or some shit.
Aye.
And wee Jason Priestley, who's very unrecognisable in this, the wee specs on just sitting, he's mesmerised into him, man. It's beautiful.
I know the mad cowboys are all howling, didn't they? Know what I mean? And but they're still enjoying it and all, isn't it? Because after he's done, he gets a standing ovation after these bandits, didn't he?
Oh, he's got their attention, man. He actually quietens them down. They all get mesmerised with him. And he does the bow and all that. We then get Wyatt. He's pulling his wife. Is that the same bottle you were given there earlier on? She's, here, mate, what a shot, man. Fucking keep the wolves away for the door and that, and the sweat off my back. Know what I mean, Wyatt, mate?
Suck your dick.
Go on there, get.
But they said it's like the next act on this play, isn't it? And I can't remember the name of the thing, but it's some guy making a deal with the devil, isn't it?
And it's all very, it's nothing to write home about, know what I mean? And Wyatt just says to one of his brothers, well, who was the devil? And takes off the mask, and it's Josephine, lets her hair and all that done. And Wyatt lets his guard down and goes, oh. Then remembers his wife sitting there, doesn't he?
Aye. Just be like, sorry, Hen, but you're tripping. I didn't do that.
I know. Fucking, what were you saying to that girl? Nothing, mate. You're mad with it. Hen, you were mad with it last night.
But again, we're back into the audience, isn't it? Well, the step outside of this play area, isn't it? And big Virgil, his wife's like that. Oh, I'm wanting to ride at him tonight.
Well, fellas, I guess I got my orders now. Better go. So, Mad Matty, man, his wife, Wyatt's wife, she's up for a party, man. She's fleeing out or not. Oh, yes, we're staying out. And Wyatt goes like, oh, you better go with him, hen. You calm yourself down. You've had a double dinner, 2 mitsies. You calm it. She's not happy, but he goes in, starts gambling, wins some mining deeds, didn't he?
Aye, that's that. He's obviously taking all these poor guys everything they're worth, know what I mean? And he's having a good night at it. But they're at the bar talking to him. Aye. Aye, Doc starts pelting him, doesn't he? He's like, oh, I don't believe you have changed your ways, Earp. I'm sure. And he's like, listen, a man can change. And he's like, even if that actress walks into this pub tonight. He's like, aye, of course. And he goes, well, we shall see.
She's behind me, isn't she? I stand corrected, Wyatt. You are an oak. Because she asks him to dance and he says no. So Doc's kind of impressed.
Aye.
But that's when Billy and Ringo come in just to say their piece, didn't they?
Oh, see, every time you say that, I just imagine the Beatles walking in.
All right, mate, how's it going? Do you want to sing a song with us? Ringo. Every time a train comes in, all right, Thomas, said the fat controller. Did you know he narrated Thomas the Tank Engine, eh?
No, I did not.
Ringo Starr. I swear to God, that's true. See, when you listen to the old Thomas, but look back in the 80s and that, Ringo Starr narrating. Thomas, you naughty engine. Brilliant, man.
Oh, superb, man. But,
the baddies are telling Wyatt that, aren't they? Law don't go in here. Ain't no time for no law. Law don't go in here, here.
Aye, because that wee annoying prick Ike is there, isn't he? And he's going, yeah, law dog, yeah.
What a part he plays, by the way. See when I seen who it was? It's the baddie at Avatar, man. I was like, oh, he's good, man. Yo.
I know, mate. It's just like it says, mate. It's like, see when you see like the people that have got minor parts in this. Well, he ends up with a decent part, but it's just you're like, oh my god, man. Like they're him, for instance, he's part of what? 2 of the biggest selling films ever. Know what I mean?
Aye, exactly. But Doc pipes up, didn't he? Hey! Oh, sweaty and white and all that. And Ringo kind of says to him, Nicky, you, mate. And Doc says,
aye.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir. I am in my prime.
The two of them are kind of sizing each other up, isn't they? Because they're practically the same person. Know what I mean? And it's just it gets to the point they start like threatening each other. I'm taking it in Latin. Know what I mean? And it's just ends up at the outset into it that Doc is like that my dear was Latin. Oh boy, how I hate this man.
Then Ringo says a couple of things and he goes like that. Doc says, do you know what? I was wrong. I absolutely despise him. So it's good, man, because the 2 of them are verbally just trying to like profess that they're the fastest gun and they're educated. So Ringo just can't hold his wish, you know what I mean? He draws on Doc and then draws again and then just starts doing all the fancy gear, doesn't he? I think he's Robocop, man.
That's what I was going to say. They'll start doing the Robocop into it. And everybody's all going, ooh,
There's a couple of hats going up there and a couple of has, aren't there? Woo! Yeah! Get some! I mean, he holsters his weapon. Place goes berserk, man. Whoa! Yeah, America! Whoa! Gun guy!
It's like the old version of a rap battle, isn't it? Oh,
Aye, Channing Tatum comes in, dance off. But the only thing, Doc's no phased. He's got this wee metal cup that he takes everywhere and drinks his drink out of. So he just like finishes whatever was in this cup and then does exactly what Johnny Ringo done with his gun, with his wee cup, didn't he? Brilliant, man.
aye, aye, and everybody's all, oh, hey, but they're all laughing into it. That he's just practically made them look like an idiot in this saloon, isn't it?
Oh, aye.
By the way,
Why?
the whole
That
time,
man's
like,
just visually made you look like a complete ass.
aye.
Is she on
But
that,
the
mate?
whole
See
time,
that?
Wyatt
Aye.
Earp's been sitting with his horn on a double barrel underneath the table.
Yes, he's no stupid. But I would implore anybody that watches this or goes back to watch it or hasn't watched it before, when Michael Biehn's doing the gun thing and then Val Kilmer's doing the cup thing, watch their faces because they do not look at the cup or the gun. They look at the other actor. They do it, man. It's amazing, actually.
Aye. It's like pure burning hatred for one another, isn't it?
Oh, smashing. So next thing, Wyatt gets up in the morning for a wee gallop.
Aye. Aye, but he bumps into this actress again, didn't he? Like,
Aye.
all this empty space in Tombstone, and he bumps into her on top of a mountain. Know what I mean?
Aye. Almost as if she was waiting for him, you know what I mean?
Aye.
So, thrown a horse, and then, although Wyatt's like, shit, didn't want to see Holiday, he goes down,
Aye.
and the first thing he says to her is, oh, that mare's in season.
I know, mate, and it's just it's it's weird, and because it's like they two are having a conversation. Know what I mean, about what each other, but they're using the horses, isn't it? Because then,
Aye.
what is it? The next thing she says, well, I know what we can do. Let's ride it out of them, and I'm like, oh.
Mm. Aye. So then they go for this. She bolts her horse, and he goes, shit. Aye. No, he says, like, aye, I'm an oak, and then chases her. And then there's this mad fucking Happy Wilkins music. And then there's a cheesy slow motion bit where the two of them jump out a log and their horses. You're like, oh, boo.
Oh man, I know, it's just there's so much love in Tombstone.
And they stop. Obviously, Wyatt's went out for a ride with a fucking picnic blanket. He puts a blanket down, the two of them have a chat in it. And she's
Aye.
pure forward. Doesn't even know her second name. And she's like, tell me, Mr. Earp, are you happy? Oh, I mean, like, what kind of a. How dare you? I mean, would you? Yeah, I'm happy.
I know, mate, and it's just so weird. A conversation. It's like they start asking each other what they want in life and all this stuff, and then I was just sitting laughing to the point where she just goes, "I like men. I like lots of men."
Aye.
I thought she was going to break into Calvin Harris's song. You know what I mean? I like tall men. I like short men.
Do you remember her in the 1880s? Aye, so she just kind of tells him, look, as is the audience, she's like, I can read you, mate. You're not happy. I do what I want. You're fucking stuck with a mad junkie opium bitch. So, and that's what happens. It just goes to Wyatt arriving home, and Mad Matty's in the bed at the window with the window full open because she's obviously burning up. You know what I mean? She's like,
Aye, she's been on the sesh.
oh,
You know what I
aye.
mean? And that bottle with a cotton bud.
Aye, she's fucking mad with it at the window. Where were you? And do you know what? She's get right to ask that because when Wyatt arrives back, it's fucking dark.
Starts
Who
doing
the
this.
fuck's hanging them on to the
Starts
guy?
doing that. Starts doing that thing to Wyatt Earp. Do that thing that you do. Huh? I'm at your room.
Aye. But Wyatt kind of jumps there and goes, look, man, let's just go. Let's just keep going and let's see the world and all that. And she's like, what's so fucking stupid? You know what I mean? What madness is this? And it's then that was our last chance with him, wasn't it?
Aye, that was it. And because you kind of see it in his eyes, like, aye, I reckon this is dead in the water, this. But
Aye.
nice to not be cut to the bold curly Bill who's in an opium den, isn't he? And he's just getting full of the cheer.
Chinese opium den, Billy. Oh, I thought you'd have said that first, mate. Sorry.
I know,
Aye.
man.
Aye,
We'll
he's
never
taking
move on for the dodgeball, man.
They would never have moved on for that, and that was episode 3 of series 1. But he's sucking on this Chinese pipe, man. He takes a puff and then he just opens his eyes and goes, oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's like a bit, oh, this is magic. This.
Aye. He went
What
full
is it? It
Chris
says, I feel just capital.
You'll be swell. You'll be great.
Gonna have the whole world on a plate. Starting here. Start now.
Oh,
But he's out his bin and he goes, walks out into the town, into the middle of the street and just starts letting his gun off, didn't he? Shooting everywhere.
Aye, he's just shooting everywhere for fun. You know what I mean? Because he's clearly high on the old opium. And you've got Wyatt and all that around the Oriental saloon. And the marshals there, isn't it? And they're just like, well, Sheriff, are you going to do something? You know what I mean? And it's like the sheriff
shites it.
says, aye.
This is
a marshal problem.
Aye. So the old guy knows, the old marshal boy. He knows, man. He's like that. All right, let's go. So they all look at Wyatt, didn't they? And go like, you going to step in here? And he's like, not today, me. No, fuck off. It's a loss. I'm the law. Fred, that's what the marshal's called. Old Fred.
Aye. They're about to become dead, Fred.
Drop Dead Fred. Remember that film? So he goes out, Bill, gonna need them irons off you, Bill. Wow, okay, Sheriff. And he upsides down the guns as if to hand them back, didn't he?
Aye. But little does he know it's a trick, isn't it? And he shoots this poor old man dead in the street. But see, as soon as he does it, he starts going, oh, hey there, partner. What's the matter with you? I mean, he's got a bowling ball size hole in his chest. What's the matter with you?
He's talking to him and he can see the hotel behind him through the hole in his chest. You know what I mean? You all right there, Fred? Hey, Fred.
You see the size of that chicken?
Thought of that as well. I so thought of that as well, mate. At the time. But he's obviously tripping balls, man, and he's having a laugh and he has shot him, but didn't he mean A or did he? You don't know. He's just tripping out his nut. But then Wyatt just runs out and pistol whips him, knocks him out, didn't he?
Aye, that's it. Just starts getting a bit of law and order about the place, isn't it? Because there's the ordinary people in the town want to kind of lynch him up, don't they? And then that wee Tadger Ike comes out of nowhere, doesn't he? He just starts going, let him loose. And it turns into the West Side Story for a bit, doesn't it? Because see, when he says it, he starts dipping, let him loose. Let him loose.
So he does, mate. Aye, he's no happy. You're like, always worth a watching that boy. But Ike's just, Ike, fuck. Wyatt's like, go on there, go on home. He's going to spend the night at the cells.
Aye, no, I mean.
So Wine takes him in, he threatens the gang and all his gang members come up and goes like, beat it or I'll do you, man. Aye. But they all bolt. Doc and the Earp brothers come out to back him up ever so fucking late. You know what I mean?
They're all standing in the corner like that. you think he's goated? Aye, I think he's right, Moan, we'll go now, we'll go.
Let's get on here. Right, everybody, come on, back to your
Virgil
drinks.
does, I know. When Virgil gets into the crowd, he shoots into the air, right? Leaving him one shot. And I'm like, you've cut your chances in half there. What are you doing?
I know. I really hope a pheasant falls down there and you've got dinner out of this, you prick. As you say, mate, they just came out at the last minute. It's like fucking Anakin and Attack of the Clones. Jedi business. Back to your drinks. You know what I mean?
But it turns out that Curly Bill gets away with it, doesn't he? Because the judge says there was no witnesses because the guy that was killed was the only witness. So,
aye, he's dead.
But this starts to rub Virgil up the wrong way, doesn't it? He's battling with his demons.
Conscience, mate.
Aye.
MD with such a fantastic moustache and deep voice knows the shit, man. He was the original fucking Sergeant Ross. You know what I mean? He's Betty's dad. I like him.
Oh, but oh, for fuck's sake. Dude.
How's it going, dude? Big Sam Elliott. I can't say enough about the boy. See, when he dies, it'll be a fucking terrible place. 1883's in that. Watch it, it's brilliant. So, again, the mayor appears, didn't he? As you say, they all turned down his offer of being marshals. But even though Virgil says it, I know, he's obviously torn into, man. He's pure, yeah, I'm a businessman.
He turns away just like a sad wee boy, just. But
so he walks out, and he sees. Aye, but Virgil walks about the town. He kind of saves a wee boy off the street for getting run down by a stagecoach. Gives him back to his ma, and it's fucking Chipface and forgiven in it.
Aye, and again, it's just everything compounded into it that this place is lawless, and he just can't be a part of letting this stuff go. But no sooner. Literally, he must have just took a pure brainstorm. Know what I mean?
Next day, man.
Because the next thing you just see this big notice getting hammered onto a wall into it. Like, no guns in the town. Know what I mean? Like, nobody's saying you can't have a gun. Nobody's saying you can't own a gun. We're just saying you can't have a gun in town. Everybody's like, hey! It's like the fucking House of Lords, isn't it?
I'm trying to say there, man. So Wyatt turns up and goes, Jesus, Virgil. You know what I mean?
Aye. Because he's trying to keep them out of it, isn't it? And because they're in the jailhouse and they're sitting talking to them, and he's gone, we're out of this sort of thing, we're just here to make money. And the old Virgil's like, we can't be here. Like, this place is lawless. We can't be here. People are scared to walk down the street, and I'm making a living off that. And I feel like scum. Wee Martin Rowe, he's standing in the corner like that. I got a badge too.
Hey, big brother. Surprise.
French fries.
Shit. Morgan. You know what I mean?
Oh, brilliant, man. Is it Morgan or is it Morton? Because I've
Morgan.
I've written down
Morgan.
Morton. Morton rolls all right through this.
Morgan Freeman. I'm mad Morgan and Stanley. But the tension's been cut because somebody runs in and goes like that. Watch, gotta come quick. What is it now? And Doc's been in there playing cards for 36 hours straight now. What?
Oh, mate. See when he walks in, man, he's pure pale, isn't he? Pure sweating. Like, oh, just looks like death. And who is it?
That's Play night, isn't he?
Aye, that's it. I'm sure it's Ike's playing. But the next time they're sitting at this table, and he's obviously in a state, isn't he? But he still wins at cards. And that Ike just gets riled up out of nowhere, doesn't he? And he's just like, that's what is it? That's 12 hands in a row. Nobody's that lucky. You cheating bastard.
Because even Wyatt says to him, says, look, I think that's sure you've won enough, let's go. And Mad Doc's like, I have not even yet begun to defile myself.
Aye. But ends up the Bold Dyke gets away from the table into it, and he just starts drinking at the bar, feeling cheated. And Doc gets up to leave, but he starts coughing up blood into it and collapses.
Kills out the boy.
Aye.
And then in the kerfuffle, Virgil and Ike taking a right disliking to one another, didn't they?
I think Virgil's getting a bit mad on his power, isn't he? Because they're taking Doc out of this place, isn't it? When Ike is talking to the barman, isn't he? And what does it say?
Slaps him.
He's like, I was cheated. And he's like, oh, nobody cheated you, Ike. And the next thing, just like you say, is bitch slap and points at him. Fucking don't talk to me like that. You need to slap something in here to get some respect. And he's sitting talking to Biggie, isn't he? And he doesn't know Virgil's standing behind him. And Virgil just knocks him out again, didn't he?
Aye. Spotted the gun right in the back of the head. Fuck you, Jack. You know what I mean?
Aye.
Knocks him out. So Ike and the gang end up threatening the Earp boys.
Aye.
And the doctor tells Doc, who's treating him in his bed, look, you need to chuck it, mate. You need to calm down with this. The drinking and the smoking and the gambling. I don't know how gambling affects your health, but he says it was cut down the gambling. He says, how long have I got? He says, I don't know. 2 days, 2 years. Who knows? The way you're gone. You mad bastard, you. Dancing every night.
He says to the doctor, no, get out of my sight, like it was his fault. Know what I mean?
Right.
But you start to see the bad influence, didn't you? And it's obviously, it was her name, Kate. She's like, I'm good to you, Doc, and all that. I'm a good woman to you, and all this shit. Know what I mean? And she puts a fag in his mouth. A guy that's dying of tuberculosis in it. Just like
she's getting him what he wants. It depends on way you look at it, mate. I can see where you're coming from. She does. She just wants to be there and do what he wants to do because he gives her an out here. So he does. He says, "Kate, you are a good woman. You have looked after me." But what is it? He says,
you may also be the Antichrist.
Be the Antichrist. But he kind of gives her an out. He says the situation's got a wee bit more serious, as if, you know what I mean? I'm fucked. Go if you want. But that's when she puts the fag with and goes, I ain't going nowhere, you little pale motherfucking Casper looking bastard.
And goes down to get the old meat float a kiss.
Aye. So he does, that's right. That's when he says, then again, you might be the Antichrist. Oh.
Why are you trying to love me, sexy? Ah.
Chocolate salty, put them in your mouth and suck them. Chocolate salty balls. So, the next bit, Ike returns with another 5, didn't he?
Aye, this is it. They're starting to round up the cowboys into it for a big smash. But Wyatt ends up saying to Virgil, you better deputise me into it. And then that's it. The big man's back to wearing iron on his tit.
He's got an iron boob, the boy.
Aye, but
he goes right into the house, didn't he? And he gets the big Wyatt Earp pistol out the box. And
the one that takes 4 guys to hold up.
No, the box is the size of a coffin, man. A Wayne's coffin.
It's like Jack Nicholson's Joker gun and the Batman film in it.
It's like fucking Jack Nicholson's Joker gun had a Wayne with Dirty Harry's Magnum. You know what I mean? With a big plaque on it. I had smaller plaques for winning football tournaments as a Wayne, man. Big plaque in the handle. But Matty's sitting watching them taking this gun out, and she's like, she's
doing the train spot and there's a Wayne crawling across the ceiling.
She's like the wee crack guy out of fucking drink your juice in the hood. Suck your dick, man, for cheeseburger, man.
But it turns out that the cowboys are amassing round a corner somewhere into it. It says they're going to take out the Earp brothers. And the bold Doc, he's got out his deathbed, isn't he? Sweating through his shirt and all that.
He just opened his coffin and came out.
It's like, What's this I hear about? Everybody's out to get us. Is Doc
Aye.
gonna have to slap a bitch? Oh.
So, next thing, they're walking down the street like fucking Reservoir Dogs, aren't they?
Aye. And there's like a cabin on fire for no apparent reason, other than the
No,
fact it looks cool as fuck.
you could have
know what I mean?
did that.
I don't
It's
know,
just a
mate.
backdrop.
Aye.
I mean, Bill Pullman, when they walk around the corner and we first see it, Bill Pullman looks as if they go like that. The fuck is that?
Bill Pullman?
What's his name? Morgan's name. What's his name?
No, Paxton.
Paxton. Bill Pullman's fucking the president in Independence Day, isn't he? Aye, Bill Paxton. Fucking him. He looks surprised as if he walked on set and didn't expect it.
Oh, mate.
That's on fire there. They're turning the corner and Ike and his gang are there. Ike's got his head in what do you call it? A barrel of water. And he just pulls it out. And his face is still fucking bogging.
He's not been washed him since he's been balling at you. But
Aye.
this is Ted's. It's like, it's kind of like a stare down into it before shit hits the fan, but it does that thing again. What was that film it took the mickey at it? It starts going to everybody's face pure quick. I can't remember what it is.
Return of the Jedi.
Mate, it's like that. It's just like that. Everybody's like eyeballing one another, and the only person that's kind of reacting is Doc, isn't it? Because he just
He's not reacting, he's fucking instigating it, man. Because obviously the Earp boys are like that. Need you to check your guns. But they're not checking their guns. So they've all got their horns on their gun.
Yeah.
And then that guy with the kind of pure rubbery face, he's been in hundreds of things, man.
Aye.
He just looks at Doc Holliday winks at him, didn't he? And then Wyatt just goes, fuck, here we go.
Aye, because that's it. Isn't it? While Earp actually is like, oh my god, this is actually happening, isn't it? Because the next thing, like I says, all hell breaks loose. Everybody's shot left and right. The cowboys are all getting done. One of them takes off running. Know what I mean? And then that wee guy Ike. Oh, I'm no fighting. My ma says I can't get wet.
Aye, exactly. I tell you what, but see when the shooting starts, there's a camera angle. It shows you the proximity between them all, and it must be the furthest away is 10 feet. They're shite at shooting, so they're really bad. But in the melee, Virgil and Morgan both get hit. Virgil gets shot in the ankle, and Morgan takes one in the shoulder or something like that, doesn't he?
Aye. But in the end, the cowboys have all been done in, apart from Ike, who takes off, and another wee guy who runs away.
One of the last of Ike's pals is ready to go for it, and that's when Doc says you're a daisy if you do.
Aye, what is it? He says, I've got you now, Doc, you son of a bitch. Because I think Doc's getting any bullets left into it. And it's like he says, oh, superb. But so the next thing, the sheriff comes in. Innit?
He comes Biehn, in. That prick. He comes right out the moustache, wax shop.
Combed his way out.
You're all under arrest. No, we're not.
Aye, that's it. What is it? Why it says, I don't think I'm going to let you arrest us today. Know what I mean? AKA, fuck off. But
aye, I like that. AKA, fuck off, mate. So Josephine, she runs out, and she's now started winching Biehn, moustache guy.
Aye.
And he thinks she's running out to see him, but she runs out, looks for Wyatt, and goes, he's all right. And Biehn sees this, and he's fucking, his bobby's flopped with that. He's not liking that.
But also, fucking Earp's fucking crack den missus, know what I mean? She's came round and she went like that. I can't believe this bastard's done this to me.
Aye, she's seen it at all. But like Wyatt and Josephine haven't seen MD apart for each other's eyes for 9 minutes.
Aye. The guy lying there bleeding out.
So, but Virgil and gives him a kind of bit of snash because he goes up saying, "You're right, Virgil." He's like, "Ah, fuck off. This is what you wanted." Know what I mean?
Aye.
Which is a bit unfair.
Aye.
Wyatt's intentions were good to get all his brothers back in this town and prosper and no be dicks, but Virgil's conscience. But anyway,
Aye.
Virgil's wife gives Wyatt a bit of snash, and
Aye.
Morgan fucks off. So ends up just Doc and Wyatt walking away together, the two pals.
Aye, that's it. But in the next scene, the orange box out into it.
Tell you what, man. See, these three guys that get killed after the Cowboys are obviously just fucking mad gang member scum, but their coffins are magic. They've got fucking glass topped coffins.
Aye, absolute supreme into it. No, it's hilarious and all, but they're all done up with makeup. No, I mean,
Big rosy cheeks on it.
aye, which was an actual thing back then. Know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
aye. But they've been made up as if like butter wouldn't melt. Angelic.
Aye, they look like
Big bow
PB
ties
Hillman.
on.
They look like
Aye, it was a
PB
good-
Hillman, mate.
Aye, he was a good guy. Aye. He murdered 17 people and robbed 5 stagecoaches, but
Aye.
I always went home to his missus, that boy. He's a good boy, him. But the funeral's right in front of the police station, innit?
Aye. Aye, and they're just like, shit's going to go down now, isn't it? And it's like the next day, they're walking through town, isn't it? And they see this other wee marshal guy again. And they go, "Oh, how you doing?" Just say his name's Willie or something. And he goes, "I don't want to talk to you. Them guys was my friends. You killed them." Know what I mean?
That's right.
They literally laughed at you. Know what I mean?
But see, when the funeral's happening, like Wyatt's sitting with Morgan on the porch, and it's the first time Morgan's killed somebody because he asks him a way back, "How does it feel?" And Wyatt says to him, "You don't want to know." But Morgan sits there after the fact and goes, "Ah, you were right, Wyatt. Didn't want to know."
Aye. Know what I mean? Aye. A wee human feeling hang there, isn't it? But the next day, the bold Ringo has been out drinking, hasn't he? And he confronts the Earps in it, and then he wants to
That's
kill
his
them.
famous. It's his best line in the film, man. He says it. I was telling you about that Michael Biehn. He was on a podcast with Michael Rosenbaum, who was
Aye.
Lex Luthor in Smallville. His podcast is excellent, by the way. Michael Biehn's on it, and he gets him to say the line, "I want your blood, and I want your soul." It's fucking smashing.
Aye. But Wyatt and that's not taking it into it. They're like, "Nah, there's nothing in it for us. We don't play for blood and all this stuff." And then the bold Doc Holliday's been watching this the whole time, isn't he? And he just goes,
Oh,
"I'm your Huckleberry."
oh, this be my game. Right after it. And to translate that today's speech, "I'm your Huckleberry" means I'm a cunt you're wanting.
Aye.
This is my game, me man. Won't see me.
Aye. But that's it, isn't it? And it's just his Curly Bill and that take Ringo away, saying, "Nah, this isn't the time." But again, we cut to another scene, and it's that fucking Tashi sheriff guy, isn't it? And he's talking to
Biehn.
the actress.
What a
Aye.
name, man.
Talking to the actress and saying, "I know you like Wyatt Earp and stuff, but after tonight, there's going to be one person in charge of Tombstone." And you're like, that? Rather fiendish.
It's terrible for Biehn, innit? It's like,
Aye.
I know you fancy him, but let me tell you, darling, after tonight, there'll be but one guy in this town. As if your man's getting done in, hen. You sit there. But to her credit, she doesn't just sit there, you know what I mean?
Aye.
The Wyatt Earp's wives are playing, they're in the house just playing tarot cards,
As you do.
which is the Western version of the Ouija board. Hey, morning, Rin, we'll get a bottle of wine, some Lautinum,
Have
we'll get the cards out.
You ever seen that Billy Connolly stand up? And he's like, we're all playing poker with a deck of tarot cards. He's like, 5 guys died.
Aye.
So,
But they're
the 5
playing
was
that.
stabbed in the back. Does that sound good to you?
That's right. We're that ages, man.
Oh.
So, but they're playing cards. There's no playing tarot cards. They're reading tarot cards,
Aye.
and then there's a wee rap at the door, and it's the Scottish widow lassie with a big hood. But it's Josephine,
It is I,
and she's
the
warned him.
Claire.
Well done, mate.
Oh.
Madam, eat it.
Listen
She's
closely.
coming in to warn him.
I shall say this only once.
Hello, ladies. I know you don't like me because Wyatt wants my vagina. Nevertheless, my boyfriend with the mad moustache said he might do something to Wyatt and the boys tonight. No sooner as she divulged information than a wee hooded person comes at the door and lets off 2 shots. Doesn't hit him, didn't know?
Nah, it's like an attempt on the wives, but kind of half-hearted, isn't it? But it's enough for the audience to turn around and go, "Oh my!"
I do say. All the while, Wyatt, Morgan, and Virgil are in the saloon playing pool. Virgil leaves, doesn't he?
Aye.
Then there's the attack on the lassies. Virgil comes back, and Wyatt's sitting there going, "What do you forget, Virgil?" Virgil just collapses, doesn't he?
Aye, because you don't know he's hurt to begin with. He's just leaning against the bar, and then he kind of turns, and you see all this blood running down his arm, and you're like, "Oh no, Big Virgil's been claimed."
Oh no, no Big Sam, no the moustache. Oh no, say something to me in that deep voice. You're all right.
Just sitting growling. But all the while, there's this big storm outside, isn't there? It's thunder and lightning, rain. It's just chaos. But they get Virgil back to the house, and the doctor's there working on him, sort of thing. And it's announced that, oh, he's going to lose the use of that arm. Everybody's like, oh, for fuck's sake!
No, he's going to lose the use of that arm. See you, Wyatt. You prick. Everybody turns on Wyatt. I mean, Virgil was the guy that went and get deputised. You know what I mean?
Mate,
but it's all Wyatt's fault.
It's my one gripe about this film. He gets the blame for everything here, and he literally said to these two, "Stay out of it." You know what I mean? We'll just make money. Don't get involved. And even big Virgil starts screaming, "Oh, just leave me alone."
No, prick. Oh. So after this, Sherman and a couple of other guys have denounced the cowboys. They've heard about the woman getting attacked, and they've came to Wyatt and goes, "Look, mate, there's a massage. Get it to fuck. We don't fire on no women. That's shit." And they've said, kind of, "We're yours." Next thing you know, Morgan's playing pool. He's just about to put an 8-ball in the corner pocket, and as soon as he hits the cue ball, a gun goes off. Shot in the back, isn't he?
Aye, shot in the back, and again, Earp is like that. Oh no, that's my wee bro who's been done there. And the next thing, he's on top of his table, and the doctor's trying to pull this bullet out his back. But long story short, he can't help him, can't he? No, and it's
nothing I can do, Mr. Earp. So it's just, it's a bit sad, man. Wyatt's got his wee brother dying in his arms, and his last words are, "Can't believe they got me. Shit. Don't let them get you, big brother. Remember I told you about that when you die, you see the big light? I don't see no light." And fucking did, man.
I know. And the fake blood comes out, doesn't it? And the old Wyatt's like, it's kind of symbolism, isn't it? That he's got blood on his hands. I got these cheeseburgers, man.
This whole next kind of 90 seconds is a bit dramatic for the film that it is. Him walking about with blood, you know what I mean, and walking out in the rain. Why? It's no Othello, you know what I mean?
Aye.
But it's a shame his wee brother's fucking bizzlings, you know what I mean?
Aye. But next morning, isn't it? The Earps have packed up all their shit and they're getting ready to leave town, and Wyatt is just securing Martin's coffin.
Martin.
I'm not saying it's Morgan anymore, mate. He's Martin for the rest of these days.
Aye. It was a wee shaft roll till he get killed, and he was crispy.
He'll be crispy when he goes into the big fire.
It'll be a well fired roll.
Oh no.
Oh,
I love it when a plan comes together.
so they are, mate, because I knew you were going to say the exact same thing. See, I know, just before that, when he's out in the rain and he's covered in the blood, the only person that runs to him is Josephine.
Aye.
And he shouts at her right in her face, "Get away from me! Get away from me!" For everybody to see, you know what I mean? He's like, fucking, no, the new. No, the new.
No, the now.
I didn't say that. No, the now. Well done, mate. Great mind sync, I like. I love it when a plan comes together.
Oh.
So the next day, the cowboys and Biehn, who's fucking moustached in beside them, they're all smug watching the Earps leave, as you said, mate. And Wyatt just stops his carriage right outside the porch, doesn't he, say, "I want you to know it's over.
Aye.
It's done, that's it." Mad Curly Bill just goes, "Okay, bye."
Aye. Yeah, unceremonially, didn't he?
If you think that's a bit callous, Ringo's worse.
Aye.
Like he just says, "Don't know about you, Billy. Smells like dead people around here." And even Curly Bill goes, "Shit, Johnny. Whoa, can't fucking hell."
Aye. That's a bit much.
Ringo. Aye.
He's bad to the bone, that Ian. But as the Earps are leaving town, isn't it?
That's another Terminator reference. Bad to the bone.
Aye.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
But the cowboys still plan on killing him, don't they? Because Curly Bill says to Ike, take a couple of guys out to that train station and finish the job. And you're like,
Make your well tanned face that doesn't wash.
how fiendish.
Mm.
But this bit covered up amazing, because the Virgil and the wives are on this train, obviously getting set to leave, and the cowboys have kind of eyed them. You know what I mean? What are you laughing at?
Continue, I'll tell you.
But so they're ready to hang me, shoot these poor bastards in the train, aren't they? And then they go, "Oh, where's Wyatt?" And it turns out the big man's been stood behind them the whole time. And just shoots this first guy, and wee Ike starts begging for his life, doesn't he? Drops his gun and starts doing the 40-40 thing. But
I would just blow his head off, man. I hate him.
Aye.
See when Wyatt's got to drop on him. This is what's funny. The train pulls away, right?
Aye.
Big Virgil's like that.
Aye, waving like Harry Potter to Hagrid. Bye now.
Aye. Just, you got this. See you later, little brother. Little fucking prick.
Mate. But he's got Wyatt puts the spur into, he puts it into Ike's face and kicks it and cuts it. And
the off, mate.
Aye. And he starts putting the threat out, doesn't he?
I only lets him live to send the message back to the gang.
Aye.
We're coming for you. Know what I mean? You tell him.
You called down the thunder, and well, now you've got it. And you're like, yes.
He says, "You tell him I'm coming. You tell him hell's coming." Brilliant. So then we then get a murderous montage.
Aye, it's like Rambo speeded up in it. Just oh.
Whitey's deputies aren't being very law abiding. They're just running about. See him to a red sash. Done in, man.
Yeah. And it leads us up to this scene where it's like a river, and Wyatt Earp and his guys are outgunned. Know what I mean? Outmanned. I think that this is the OK Corral, isn't it?
I don't know, mate. I know about your talk about it, but I don't know. I just think it's a bit fucking far-fetched.
Well, that's what I mean. Actually, apparently it happened. That's what I think it's the Battle of the OK Corral. It's actually like it stars when it's named that.
So you've got like, Wyatt and the deputies are in a shoot off with Johnny Ringo and that, and then more cowboys come behind them. So Wyatt and the boys are caught in a crossfire, getting shot for the back and the front. But Wyatt just stands up and says, "I'm not having this," and walks into no man's land. Do you know what I mean?
He just says no repeatedly. Know what I mean? Like it's not happening today. Know what I mean? And but he just starts taking out people left, right, and centre, doesn't he? To the point.
Ringo does the same, but
to the point the
Ringo,
Cowboys,
sorry, Curly Bill.
And it ends up killing Curly Bill, doesn't he? Shoots him down, and the rest of the Cowboys kind of scatter, didn't they? But it's like Earp's guys are like, well, where the fuck did that come from? Know what I mean?
Aye. And Doc just says it's no revenges after, it's a reckoning. You know what I mean? That's to open up the gates of hell and fucking unleash it on them some bitches. See, just before it, an oven, they're doing the wee montage, killing everybody and all that. See the guy in the opium den.
He thinks he's blowing on a pipe, doesn't he? And it turns out it's Wyatt Earp's gun. No, it's so funny.
He sees that, man. Brilliant.
Because as it's Texas Jack or something asks Doc, why are you doing this? You shouldn't be out of bed and all that. And he says, Wyatt Earp is my friend. And I don't have many friends.
That's right. Do you know that is the brilliant thing about Val Kilmer portrayal of him in this whole film? He's a callous, no give a fuck about MD, but he just has a moral compass when it comes to Wyatt Earp.
Aye.
No, he's my homie, man. I'll fucking do it for this guy, you know what I mean?
Aye.
So the next thing is the stagecoach with Fabian and Josephine was trying to leave. The Cowboys stop it to pillage it, but Fabian's already did, isn't he?
Aye, that's it. It comes back and obviously the Fabian's dead, and she's
the Fabian.
Oh,
the Fabian.
There's only one, mate. There's only one. But she kind of gives out all them pelters, didn't she? It's what you gonna do about this, sheriff, and all that. These are all your friends. You know what I mean? Like this is just horrible, this place. But then that other wee deputy guy, I don't know if he had like a relationship with the Fabian.
He's a closet, isn't he? He's closet, man. He loved him for seeing him on the stage with Jason Priestley.
Aye.
And says, and he's distraught. You know what I mean? And what is it he says? Blah, blah, blah. This is horrible. I don't want to be your pals anymore. I liked him. Runs away.
You're no longer my fellow DJs.
Aye. Exactly. But it turns out it was a couple of rogue cowboys that done it, wasn't it? The immediate crew, because even Ringo was a bit, fucking how that happened. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
So he lets them go on their way.
Yep. But that's also the thing as well.
You notice then, that's the first time you noticed that all these baddies are wearing badges.
Aye, they've all been deputised by this bastard Tash. You know what I mean? But because they're looking through the spyglass, aren't they? They're getting tracked by Ringo in this. And,
spyglass.
Aye. No, what does I usually say? They're looking at them through the ocular device.
A Bug's Life, man. A rolled up leaf with a drop of water around it.
Aye, so they're using the ocular device to monitor these baddies and
magnify the situation. It came from the Q branch.
A lot is going on, Foxy.
Let's take him, Basil.
But obviously, Doc takes another bad turn, doesn't he? He starts coughing on his horse, and he's just about to fall off.
The horse was like that. Oh, fucking game, mate.
I can't believe I'm moving. You're doing that.
It's good. He just collapses off his horse, didn't he? And one of the wee guys catch him. I think Rooker catches him. Yep. And it's good, mate. So you're getting the impression Doc's not going to be much help for no one, and he's his road out, isn't he?
Yeah, that's it. And they find this wee shack where they can put him up for a couple of days, isn't it?
Aye, and it's good old Charlton Heston.
Aye. Aye, he's no stranger to a Western, that boy.
I mean, Wyatt just turns up and goes like that. Look, I'm sorry to bother you. My pal's dying. My horses are dying. One night, and Charlton Heston says, "Aye, and you's come, man. Help yourself to dirty water and cornbread." You know what I mean?
Aye, and it's just Wyatt's kind of talking to Doc into like, oh, I might not see it out through this one and all this stuff. Know what I mean? But the next thing, there's a rider dragging a body into it, and the guy see this, and it's like a message for Ringo that he wants a face off with Wyatt Earp, didn't he?
And it's Michael Rooker. That's who it is.
Aye.
I had to check who it was because they said his name, and I was like, "Oh fuck, that's Rooker." But I don't know where he went to. So how did he get caught? You know what I mean?
Aye.
But
Was it picking fools?
aye, it's a big flips. You try to get yourself a nice squaw. But the wee guy says, Johnny Ringo says, you want to end this? Meet him at the big oak tree. There must be just one big oak tree in America, you know what I mean?
I was going to say that, aye. Fucking, but, aye. But again, it cuts to Wyatt and Doc, doesn't it? And they're talking about how Ringo wants his face off and stuff. And Doc can practically tell Wyatt Ringo's character right down to a T, can't he?
This is good. This is really good.
He's just
Wyatt knows, man.
Aye. You know, Ringo's he wants revenge for everything. He just wants to keep killing to fill a hole and it's in the middle of him that it can never fill, sort of thing, isn't it? And
that's it. I mean, Wyatt's asking Doc for his advice on Ringo. How'd I beat this guy? Doc describes Ringo by describing himself.
Aye.
Isn't he?
That's it. You know what I mean?
It's like Dark Knight when fucking Alfred tells Bruce Wayne who the Joker is. He just doesn't want anything. He just wants to see the world burn. You know what I mean? There's no reason when he can't.
No, that's it. And it just boils down to it, doesn't it? That Wyatt goes, I can't beat him, can I? And Doc's like, not a chance, sonny boy.
Beat him? I don't even think you could get couldn't get a set after the guy. You know what I mean?
But you're under the impression, isn't it, that Doc isn't in the fight anymore, isn't it? Because he goes to get up and he apologises to Wyatt that he can't help him and all this stuff, isn't it? And it's like Wyatt's kind of reserved to his fate anyway. Know what I mean?
So the next thing is the showdown. There's no airs and graces about it.
Aye.
I mean, when they're at this guy who's called Hooker, it's his ranch, Charlton Heston. Josephine turns up. She's looking for water for the horses and all that. She just sees Wyatt, and then they say, Churio, it's nothing to do with nothing.
Aye.
Next thing you know, Ringo is waiting by the old oak tree at high noon, waiting for Wyatt. He gonna come real soon.
Oh dear. But aye. So like you say, Ringo's waiting on Wyatt, isn't he? And he starts seeing who he thinks is Wyatt walking towards him.
Silhouette.
Just a silhouette, just sitting getting on pelters. Oh, I didn't think you would show and all this stuff. And again, he sees that it's Doc, isn't he? With that line, I'm your Huckleberry.
Aye. And mad Johnny Ringo's his face just drops, doesn't it? As if, oh no. And he tries to talk, my fat's not with you, Holiday.
Aye. And it's just aye. Because they're talking about the conversation they had back in the saloon, isn't it? Well, I was only playing about, and Doc was like, well, I wasn't. You know what I mean? He just Doc is a bad man, but again, you can't help but like the guy. You know what I mean? You just.
But he's not doing bad things. He's fucking on the good guy's side, and his part of electric, man. The guy's dying, and he still knows he's got the drop on anybody with a gun.
Aye.
Ringo knows it, I know, man. But he probably thinks to himself, if I've ever got a chance, it's going to be now. So the two of them are just they're doing the Kirk and Spock circling bit. And Doc's just willing him to draw.
Aye. Because
It's brilliant.
he's just tapping his the holster, isn't he? Just tapping his gun. Like, all right, come on now. Like, say when. But he goes to pull his gun, doesn't he? And Doc just shoots him in the head. But then Doc just turns evil, doesn't he? Because Ringo doesn't die right away. And he's just going, come on now. Come on.
So good, mate. So good. You're right. He fucking belittles him before he leaves this mortal coil. Because it's just, he shoots him in the head, holsters his gun, and puts the fag back in his mouth. You're like, oh, bravo, sir. That was most enjoyable. I did like that. You're the man.
But the bold Ringo falls down eventually and dies, doesn't he? And he goes, what is it? You ain't no Daisy. You're no Daisy. That's it. It's just...
So then Wyatt just turns up and goes like that. What the fuck, dude? And he says, it appears he was just too highly strung. Brilliant.
As Doc says to him, shall we finish this, Wyatt? And again, just another montage of killing all the rest of the cowboys. To the point,
that's it, mate.
They chase the cowboys out of town, isn't it? With wee Ike taking off his sash.
Again, Ike takes off his sash, doesn't he die there? You know what I mean? So we've got the killing montage. We've got a fucking cheesy, horrible, slow motion Doc and Wyatt handshake on horses. I've got that shit. And then no sooner's all this. It's like fucking it's like high five Predator. But it all calms down, and the next thing we know, there's a priest giving Doc the last rites in the hospital, in it.
Aye. Wyatt's just walked in as this is happening, isn't it? Because obviously Doc's been in hospital for a while now, and the next thing, Wyatt's sitting beside his bed, isn't he? Talking to Doc as Doc is dying, and it's quite emotional, isn't it?
In denial.
Aye, it's quite emotional when you think about it. Because this, like, obviously Doc's dying, and this is like the last person that Wyatt has got in his life, sort of thing, isn't it? Because he's no went chasing after this actress and all that, and obviously his brother and that's went and done his own thing, and it's like
that's what Doc's last bit of advice was him to say, because he says to him, he says, I was in love once, she meant everything to me. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
But wasn't allowed. He says, what you want to do is fucking chuck that junkie bitch and fucking go and live your life with that. As it says, go and grab yourself that spirited actress, innit?
Aye, that's it. It says, "I
and
forget about me."
See the tear.
Aye, that's it. So just forget about me and go and live your life and all that stuff, isn't it? And you can see, obviously, Wyatt Earp and all. He's sitting holding it back, isn't he? Because this is goodbye between friends, isn't it? You're like, aye. oh, my heart.
Aye, because we don't know at the end, but he's actually only about 45 seconds for dying anyway.
Aye.
But he just says to Wyatt, he goes like, leave me now. I mean it. Fuck off. Don't want to see you again. Thanks for being my friend. Wyatt goes away. Wyatt's gave him a bit of paper before that. And the last thing Doc does before he fucking dies is he looks at this wee bit of paper, and it's a book that Wyatt's wrote, My Friend Doc Holliday.
Aye. That's it.
Which is pure poignant. And then he looks down at his toes and goes, oh, isn't that funny?
Aye, because I think he remembers he'll die with his boots on or something. Know what I mean? And that's what he's thinking. I've not got my boots on. But he passes, doesn't he? And you're like that. And he's just in this wee hospital bed. And that's it. You're like, oh no. Oh no.
It's fucking it's one of the most poignant bits in the film, actually. So we then go to the final act, final scene, obviously. And it's Josephine. She's in one of her dressing rooms for like a gig. And Wyatt just turns up, doesn't he?
Aye. You're expecting some kind of 80s love ballad to start playing here, didn't you? As he walks in the door.
Lift us up where we belong.
That's exactly it. But he says to her, doesn't he? I've got no wealth, I've got nothing to offer you but my love. How about it then? You know what I mean? And she goes, oh, you had me at no wealth.
Aye. He says, I've got fuck all, hen. I've got no money, no house, no dog, no boots, no hat, no bobby. But I'll love you for the rest of my days. And she just goes like that. Wyatt, I'm fucking minted, mate.
And see what I've been pointing there? See where Tom Cruise puts his shades on in Top Gun and he just that smile? See if it just ended like that? Oh, just started playing the Danger Zone. But
Me to the guns down. Brilliant.
oh, but
So that's it.
aye,
He takes her outside, it's snowing, isn't it?
aye. They have a wee dance and it starts playing that daft love western music in it. But the narrator comes back in, doesn't he? And he tells you the fates of everybody. That Virgil went on to become a sheriff. Ike was killed 2 years later trying to rob a bank and all this stuff. And
He died a junkie.
she died 2 days later.
Aye. She died in fucking postal crack then, man. And Wyatt and Josephine travelled the world and had a right good time with herself for like 46 years.
Aye.
And he didn't die until 1929 or something like that, didn't he?
Aye, that's it. And that's it, isn't it? In the end, boom. Da-da-da-da-da.
Not a doctor. And that was it. And it was 2 hours, 10 minutes, mate. It was a big old film, but it was so enjoyable, man. There's no dead space at all. Couple of cheesy moments which we highlighted, which were quite funny. Burning house for no reason. And the high fives on the horse and all that was a bit fucking mental, but all in all, it's a big shiny 8 out of 10 for me.
Aye, exact same, mate. An 8. I've gave it a 8 on IMDb and everything. Because that is, mate. Let's see that. Like I says, I had only seen it very recently, and I thought this is good. Know what I mean? Because see, before this, it was just like the Young Gun films and all that. Know what I mean? I didn't really pay like maybe a fistful of dollars and stuff, but majority of the westerns I didn't really look into. Know what I mean? Because I just thought it's going to be that. See the ricochet sound with every gunfire battle, know what I mean? No, man. No.
Aye. I was smashing, mate. I thought I had a false moustache in my wee box. But I never had one. I was raging, man. So I was. But smashing. Glaswegianism for it at all?
Saracen Street.
Aye, that's some post on it.
Aye, if you've not been to Saracen Street, go just park and watch for about an hour or two.
But leave the car, take a walk through. You go right onto Balmore Road, see what happens. Tombstone, Glaswegianism, just, I don't know. Up the gravy. I don't know. Gravy is graveyard in Glaswegian, people. So it was good. Thoroughly enjoyed it. 2 8s, 16 out of 20. Bob's your uncle, fans your aunt. Can't whack it. We are going to tag the fuck out of Clint Eastwood on all social platforms. RE this film.
Aye.
Just want you to know the listeners. All right.
Aye. If you start questioning, Clint Eastwood wasn't in this. I swear, if I get the messages again for this person, I will send people them individually, because the last time it was a shitstorm and I don't know for why. Know what I mean? It's just
it's seemed you sent me them, and then he eventually sent me ones for the next film and all that, and I was like, this is the right man. The guy was genuinely offended.
Aye.
I'm Clint's friend. He doesn't answer to anyone apart from me.
Mate, he listed listed all these fake accounts of Clint Eastwood or something, and then just like this is my one. My one is the one you follow. It's me you want to talk to. I'm like, Okay, dude.
Do you know what? I'll say it here and now. In fact, I don't, because we do the guessing game every week now, so I better not say it. But coming soon will be fucking every which way but loose at one point. So I can get Clint back in the fucking the conversation. You know what I mean?
Oh, superb, man. But
So what are you up to now, mate? It's 1 minute to 10 at night.
oh, I don't know, mate. I'm going to try and find a scary film to give myself the fear the night. Know what I mean? Because
Oh, you got an edible, have you?
no, I couldn't get a hot dream last night, so I just had to have a couple of beers and then wait to see Talk to Me.
Had to go to the pictures like a human being. It was fucking shite. But do you know what? I sat there, the credits rolled, and I'm like, I'm an absolute fucking member of society here. What's going on?
But like I said to you, mate, it wasn't for me. There's aspects of it that kind of worked, kind of didn't, but as a whole, it wasn't my type of horror.
I'm no ever eager to run to the cinema to see a horror anyway, because see, like you, horrors are just too hard to do properly now, I think.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
I think most things are done and it relies on jump scares and a lot of stuff now. You know what I mean?
Conjuring, smashing. I've not seen all 7 of them, but so I don't know if all 7 of them are smashing. I know the Nun one's good and all, but and then it's more about suspense and stuff like Signs, that's aliens and shit. But horrors and zombies and that shit, I don't know.
I also went to see Oppenheimer, which is fandabidozy. Anybody that's thinking about going to see it, go see it, and definitely go see it in an IMAX. Because
all right,
there's a bit of it. I mean, I near shat myself when it went.
All right.
So I was like, oh, plus.
Aye, I've heard it was. I heard that Cillian Murphy's the pure bomb in it. You know what I mean? That's good.
Mate, everybody in it's good. Everybody in it's good.
Robert Downey Jr. with a skinhead.
No, it's white hair. It's just very, very thin. But
he used to put some weight on him, didn't he? He's looking off ill. He looks like Tony Stark getting rescued at the start of Endgame. Tony Stark. No well.
I'd recommend going to see Oppenheimer.
He looks like he's just given Steve Rogers his fucking arc reactor at his chest. Know what I mean? Collapse. Right, I better go anyway.
Yes.
The wine's finished, the shop's shut, so that's good. I can't go and buy another one.
Well, everybody, thanks again for listening, liking and sharing and all that stuff.
Thanks again, and come on, the United, Barhead United. See you, bye.
I'll be the last one left when the lights go out. I'm down to one last breath, but I can't stop now. We all fall down sometimes, yeah, but that's just life. So cross my heart and hope to die. Baby, I was born to fight the fear when I feel like dying. I'm trying to fly high, but I'm not a pilot, can't deny it. There's some days I feel idiotic, just a product of a system where you're lucky just to make it.